Say what? Yo, who was that? ATL show coming live. People about the world. Know that we are still. We got ATL Legacy, the podcast. On God, we're taking over for the ATL show.
Naya, what?
The ATL show's on. Duh. Get out! Get out!
Naya, it's supposed to be for adults only. It's supposed to be.
ATL, they're back.
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tioma, T7, Legacy. They're back. They're the best. Let's get it. Season 2.
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. And there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best you ever cast, just fell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Even dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. This the message. I'm talking open hills and plains. The school little feeling foggy. I'll be patient and waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one, just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. I'm on against team. Once when you ready to lose. The game, the street, the throne is took. This the message. Hope it leave you from the rapper. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot.
ATL.
Just-in-time accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. Tiama Copeland is your independent paparazzi agent. Join her live online Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join her on Facebook at Tiama Sweetness Copeland or her fan page, Just-in-Time Accessories, or you can find her on YouTube at Tiama Harris. That once again is Just-in-Time Accessories. Everything is only $5. Nickel and lead-free jewelry. Tiama Copeland, independent paparazzi agent. Just-in-Time Accessories definitely have the bling and everything in between. Check her out.
Make sure you go over to Goalie.com and get your Goalie Gummies today. They have 3 selections, 3 choices to choose from. They have the apple cider vinegar, the ashwagandha, and new, they now have the superfruit. In addition to going over to GoalieGummies.com, make sure you use the ATL as your discount code and receive a huge discount. It supports the channel and the podcast. In addition to all of that, the gummies, they're a source of antioxidant. They have vitamins B9, B12, promotes general good health, helps improve your daily health, contains pectin, a source of dietary fiber, uses pectin as a natural prebiotic to support the healthy gut and immune system, includes the mother, a healthy strain of bacteria, antioxidants, and enzymes. Mask the unpleasant taste of the apple cider vinegar. It's simple, it's delicious, it's Goalie.
Good evening. Welcome to the Anthony Brown Show. I'm yours truly, Mr. Anthony Brown. Welcome to this wonderful segment that we call the ATL. How y'all doing tonight? I am joined tonight by my beautiful and lovely co-hosts. We're wearing the same shirt. Hey, we're shirt twins.
Hey, everybody.
Tiama Sweetness in the house. How you doing, Tiama?
Yes, we are twins. Great.
Yes. And I'm also joined tonight by the fashionista, Mr. Shorty Doo-Wop. Mr. Nasty as they wanna be.
Hold on.
Mr. Legacy the Great.
What it is, baby? I weighed something. I'm trying to get cleaned up, but what it is, baby? ATL, we in the building, baby.
We said somebody skeeted on you.
Hey, listen, motherfucker. Ain't nobody. They can under me. They can skeet up under me, but they ain't got no business skeeting up on me.
And we also joined with a very special guest tonight. She goes by the nickname of Miss Danny. How you doing?
Hi. How's everybody doing?
You doing great? Wonderful, wonderful.
Doing blessed, yeah.
Blessed and highly favored.
Listen, you already know, honey. You already know.
Okay. Hey, Miss Tina Mo.
Hey, Miss Mo.
Hey, Miss Savage. I want
Love you, boo.
I want everybody to send your special prayers out to T Savage, one of our co-hosts. She's unable to be with us this evening. She's feeling a little under the weather. She'll be on hopefully next week sometime to share her story. Let us know what's going on with her health and everything. And prayers and blessings go out to you, T Savage. You are definitely missed. So feel better,
I'll be praying for you.
Feel better.
I'm gonna hold it down for you, baby.
Okay.
Get well soon, Miss T Savage.
Definitely. By any chance, Legacy Savage or Tiama, by any chance, will either of you have a question of the day?
No.
No question of the day? That's fine. We can get right into the letter of the day.
You say that's fine.
Dear ATL is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrownshow@gmail.com.
Okay, T Savage is trying to come up with a question of the day, but in the meantime, I'm going to go right into the letter of the day, if y'all don't mind. Miss Danny, the letter of the day. The letter of the day is a segment of the show where viewers write in and tell us what's going on in their life, and then we collectively we give them advice based on the letter. Welcome, Juicy. Glad you could join us.
Blessings, everybody.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey,
blessings.
hon. What's going on?
So our normal reader isn't here tonight, so I'm going to read the letter of the day. Y'all ready? Here you go. Oh, nobody move, nobody get hurt. This dear ATL family, I have a situation. I have been a client of the same dentistry for many years. There's this one dentist, a male. He is gorgeous, and I have the biggest crush on him. I think he knows how I feel as well. Each time I make an appointment, I always make them when he will be the doctor/dentist on duty to work on me. I often flirt and say inappropriate things, and he smiles and sometimes flirts back. I have even noticed him with a full erection while working on me. I feel it as he lays it across my arm or my shoulder when I'm lying in the chair. Just to give you a visual, he looks like Shamar Moore with greenish gray eyes. He does not wear a wedding band, so I assume he is single. Just the thought of him, I am getting moist. ATL family, please help me. What should I do?
I'm like, read that again.
Read it again.
Just making sure I heard you right.
I was gonna say, were you over there getting moist?
That's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, Tony. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, if you like the gentleman and you doing all this investigating, you noticing he got on a ring and he putting his thing on your lip and on your leg and on your arm and shit. I mean, just grab it one time and see what happens. You'll find out from there if he's single or not.
But if it's already on the lip, it's already on the lip. Like what lip read?
I mean, I don't know what else he need to tell you if he don't put it right there by your jawbone.
Try to call him jawbone.
Juicy. So I'm assuming, Juicy, when this person is in the chair at the dentist, laying back, you know, when you lay back in the dentist, your face is right there at crotch level. So while the dentist is in there working on this person, I guess they experienced an erection, and they placed it on the person's arm or shoulder so they could feel the full girth, length, depth.
So he did it so that she could know. Listen.
Savage say grab it.
Right.
I mean, ain't nobody gonna do anything. Only thing he might do, the worst he might do is tell you don't come to his office no more, and then at least you'll know that he ain't interested.
Or say, or you can say, excuse me, what you're doing makes me uncomfortable. And see how that goes.
It doesn't make her uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah, but if you don't like tomorrow more, ain't nobody gonna say that.
You're right. Ain't no man finna say you making me uncomfortable.
Just ask him if he's single or not. Ask him, is he dating somebody? Is he married? Is he divorced? Come on now, ask questions.
Tony, what would you do?
He'd have grabbed it.
Savage say open his pants and stop playing. Cordell said he think it's my letter.
Tony, Juicy asked you what would you have done. I told her you would have already grabbed it.
Oh no, he'd already been devoured. It wouldn't have been a question.
My thing is, if he laying you that far back, you got some jacked up ass teeth in the back.
Or I am not.
Or you try to see. No, let me stop.
What? Trying to see how deep he can stick it in the back?
Juicy, don't even do it. Legacy trying to lure you in. Don't go there.
I think I was trying to lure Legacy.
She was about to say exactly what I said to you. She just don't want to be the one to say it.
So, Ms. Danny, how would you answer this question for this person? Ms. Danny?
She must be muted.
Yeah, she's muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What I said was she should just go ahead and ask him, is he single? Is he married? Does he have a girlfriend? Ask questions to find out answers.
Okay. Now you gotta kind of ask yourself too, if he hasn't been wearing a wedding band and she's been going to that same dentistry for years, and for years you haven't seen a wedding band, makes you wonder, well, why is he single? If he's that gorgeous and that attractive, why has he been single all these years?
Well, you never know what somebody's situation may be as to why they're single.
He's known for having a lot of whores. So some people, they get married young, they divorce young. I mean, we don't know what his situation is. So it's good to just ask him questions. Ask him what's going on in his life if she's interested in that way, which obviously she is.
Very much so.
Yes.
She's about to lose her mind.
Okay. Talking about she getting moist, huh?
Yes. She got to walk around with a sponge between her thighs.
That's why you don't want it.
So, Ms. Danny, so I guess if you were in that situation and you found this young man attractive, would you be okay with him laying it across your shoulder and your arm?
Well, even if I found somebody attractive, The question would be, am I single? Am I not single? Are they single? Are they not single? There's just certain boundaries that I just won't cross. So if he does something like that and I'm not single, I would let him know, he needs to be careful, as to where he places this, that. That's just me though.
I don't know if I'll be sitting there with somebody with an erection and they in my grill trying to fix my teeth or something.
Right.
I wouldn't be able
he
to
needs to go.
like
trying to find out. He's trying to find out if he's trying to find out if he's gonna knock any molars loose.
Y'all so sick. He's so sick.
You know what? I'm not going there with you, Legacy.
But yeah, like it should be, a conversation had about the situation.
Sounds like you're a twin.
But if she's comfortable with that, then she should just go ahead and ask him, is he single? Does she, does he want to go out on a date? I mean, she might as well.
He already got it on her shoulder. She might just, since it's already on her shoulder, she should just reach over there and just start burping it like a baby.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna say. Or just zip it down, and then pull it out and see what he do.
My serious answer is, I want to say, since you're both consenting adults, you're both grown.
Right.
Obviously, there's some sexual tension, some sexual friction, and it's equally from both ends, because he also has some sexual tension, because that's why he has the erection. He finds you also equally attractive. You also find him attractive because you made it known and you said it point blankly in your letter. So
yes.
So you're both grown. You both little adults. Like Ms. Danny said, just say something to the person. Hey, excuse me, you don't mind me asking, are you married? And he gonna say yes or no. That's you only get one or two answers, point blank. And if the answer is no, then step two. Are you dating anybody?
That's right.
What's up? Is it okay if we change numbers? Can we go out for coffee one day?
That's right.
And he can bring the cream. Look at Jesus.
And the straw.
Oh no.
Don't cuss me out, Tiama, please. I just wanted to let him know that the man can bring the cream.
And the straw.
Wow.
I must have
y'all.
My serious answer is that, Juicy, you can go because I got something for him. I want to get him out there, Juicy. Juicy. I guess she's juiced out.
No, she's not muted. She probably passed that. She's still moist.
You have to be careful. You have to be careful with that situation also, because all those good attributes that she talked about the man, he could also be like that way with every female that comes in and catching an erection.
Very true.
That are just attracted to women and just keep a hard on due to the fact that they're dealing with and seeing women. I'm glad God never made me a gynecologist. I probably would, have a few lawsuits. So, he knows what he's doing. I think, being a dentist, he has a nice job, and what he said.
You take the thrill out when you start asking all them questions.
Right. Exactly. So, and the vast majority of women, most women are not gonna be like, hey, are you single or da 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 da, because she's already intimidated by his looks anyway. So she's not going to, she feel like she's out of her league anyway because she's asking the question on here. So she needs to either, like I'll say, get over the fear and conquer it, or just say, could you screw me?
Oh my. Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with letting him. Ain't nothing wrong with the way he got her laid back to let him ski. Just go ahead and let him ski right there. You swallow it.
Legacy, no shit gonna fall off.
Boy.
Oh my.
I mean, I don't know if that's what we should give as advice.
Got the girl stuttering.
Well, what's your advice, Mr. Moist Juicy?
Well, since you say it like that.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
He did, didn't he? But I would agree with the other young lady. she should be respecting herself. She's there to see the dentist. And if she has a like and like the man, she need to speak on her like, but what's going on should not be going on. And so if he's getting aroused and blatantly making it known, that's rude. And he might just get a kick out of doing that. And that's his thing. And he don't even like her. He just like doing this.
You like putting meat on the arms?
Or on anybody's arm, while doing teeth. So she need to speak on that, like, bruh, you doing this because you like me, because I like you too, but if you don't, back up.
That's right.
Come on, say that dude ain't rude.
Exactly. That dude ain't rude at all.
Well, I've come to believe, since I've met you, Legacy, especially, and in all my 4 brothers as well, men and women just think different when it comes to the sexual approaches that we receive.
I used to have long braids, right? And I used to have to go get my hair braided. And a lot of times I didn't go to a shop. I went to a woman's house. And a lot of times you sat comfortably on the floor on a few pillows or something, and she did her work. And there's nothing wrong with the vagina sitting on the back of my neck. I've never complained about the vagina sitting on the back of my neck to get my hair braided real good. Never. So, truthfully, if that makes you, obviously that does not make
what, though? I have.
Obviously, it doesn't make her uncomfortable because she didn't say it makes her uncomfortable.
Right.
It aroused her.
Yes. She's moist.
She's moist.
She needs to speak on it. And
just thinking about it right now has her even moister.
Now what if it aroused her and got her all excited, and then she says something to him, and this is just a fetish to him, like feet. And she's thinking all this one way, and he. That's just.
Wouldn't that be the same thing as? Go ahead, Tony.
How on God's earth do you show someone you like them by being a pervert? Juicy. This ain't how a real man will show you he is interested. There are
That's what I'm saying.
A few other ways.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's showing he's interested. I think he's showing he's got some perversion about himself. That's exactly what I'm saying.
There's no perversion going on there. That is 2 consenting adults. She's been there on multiple occasions, and she says she makes sure that he's the individual that deals with her. So if the first time he did it, it didn't make you uncomfortable. If you keep coming back getting your teeth checked by the same individual, you're the pervert. You're the person that wants meat on your arm.
So then the question.
If I don't want something on me, I am going to tell you.
That's right.
Keep it off of me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying she should do if she's not liking it. But you made a point.
But she is liking it.
She say she like it.
But let me tell you what I would say. You know what I would think? For the simple fact that he like throwing out the window that he could actually lose his license and all the rest of that, be sued. I would think he done did that to multiple women.
What happened to a smile, a nice handshake, a million other ways to show interest.
Exactly.
Come on, we're not in 1962.
Cordell says he agreed with Legacy.
We're not in 1962. Come on. We're in the 21st century, and vagina is on the table now. You don't have to court vagina anymore. All you got to do is look like you want it, and somebody will let you get it. So let's stop all this.
How she takes it ain't the point. This dude is a creep.
Come on, are you mad because you can't put it on nobody's doggone arm or leg in the dentistry office? You can do it at the doggone Advanced Auto Parts.
Don't come for Kamal.
God damn. See, you always taking up for Kamal.
He said, I pray that your
You
daughter.
sound like a whole hater.
I pray that your daughters do not need a dentist.
Come on, I'll be back up there to the shop in about 30 minutes, bro. I'll be back up there to see you in 30 minutes.
It hit home though. It's a little different when it hit home though.
Come on, don't leave that parking lot. I'll be there in about 30 minutes.
I can see your daughter now saying, Daddy, the dentist put something heavy on my shoulder.
It kept poking me.
Like a kielbasa sausage.
That has nothing to do with
he ain't got no comment then.
Ain't got nothing to do with Naya at all.
Well, I'm gonna say I got a 21-year-old daughter, and she go to the dentist. It's got something to do with her because she could be in that chair, experiencing that, and not understanding the situation at hand.
Why are we trying to make this a lawsuit possibility when the lady when the lady clearly states that she likes everything that's going on?
Exactly.
She likes what's going on. She just needs to ask him if he is married and if he is not dating anybody.
Juicy at the
and
bottom
if he is interested.
Juicy at the bottom trying to make this a lawsuit. That man ain't got no dang old lawsuit. That man ain't got no lawsuit. She want a dick suit inside of her. That's what she wants.
What I said, and y'all.
That's very true. She does.
What I said was, if she's wondering if he is interested, she needs to speak on it because he very well could not be interested and just be perverted. That's what I said.
Or she can.
Her feelings don't get hurt.
Or she can easily say
she perverted too, and he just
exactly.
He
or she can easily say. Or she can easily say. Or she can easily say, Juicy.
Because sexual, they're not being perverted; they're being sexual.
They're being
sex is natural. But
so I didn't know that. I know when you go to the massage parlor, you have a potential to get some extras. But now you get it at the dentist.
Another victim.
Somebody block Kamal.
That's different.
Somebody block him now.
If you go, I go. We going together.
What did Kamal say?
Somebody she's seeming like a victim. The woman is the one that wrote the letter.
And
she's the one.
And she makes the
one saying,
she books her appointments intentionally just to work with him.
For him. She won't listen. She won't. She really won't this man. And even if he tell her he's seeing somebody, but he'll still drop it in her, she'll still let him get it.
I think so too.
A closed mouth won't get fed, so she better speak up. If she she better get it.
If I'm that dentist, if I'm the dentist tonight, and I hope you're watching, Dennis, I hope you're watching the ATL show tonight, and you know who that person is. If you are wise, you no longer take her appointment, because if she's listening to Kamal and Juicy, she's going to, after you tell her you don't want to see her no more, she's going to put in for you're sexually harassing her. She's gonna try to come after your practice. So practice her ass to another dentist.
Or break off.
I cannot.
Wow.
I cannot.
So that's it for the Dear ATL letter.
I
Yeah.
want somebody to put a red alert out for the dentist so he can get on. Cause boy, this one right here, she wants you to drop it in her, and she's not. Well, I'm gonna say woman enough to tell you that's what she wants. But because we have some people that are listening on the podcast and that are on this podcast that is abdicating malpractice. So don't see her
Oh
anymore.
my God.
Kamal and Juicy. Those are the two. I'm
First
telling you their
ever.
names. Kamal and Juicy.
Legacy and the dentist.
They both live in
Somebody
Atlanta.
said he was your twin though too.
Well, there you have it. Choose what you want to do, writer.
Or hold your mouth.
Dear ATL is a segment of the show where you, the viewer, can write in and tell us about what's going on in your life. And we will read your letter and respond to your letter live here on the air. So if you're experiencing relationship problems, best friend disputes, baby mama, baby daddy drama, marriage issues, church hurt, church issues, and many, many more, send your letters to theanthonybrownshow@gmail.com.
Okay. Why my daddy tripping?
Whoa.
Why my daddy is tripping. So over the weekend, Legacy and I was together and we were chimed into a 3-way, 4-way phone conversation with my dear friend Cordell, who's watching the show tonight.
Hi.
And he had a friend on the phone, and she was telling us tad bit of her life story, which I thought was quite interesting. And I said, would she come onto the show and share her story? And that's why she's here with us tonight, Miss Danny. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're gonna.
Hey, Miss Danny.
Hi.
We're gonna hear your story, and we're gonna also try to enlighten you with our expertise and direction and advice. Good, bad, ugly, and different.
You remember that woman I was telling
Okay.
you? Remember that lady I was telling you about, Miss Danny?
Mm-hmm.
That's the one beside you.
Oh, okay.
And what were so you be talking shit about me, Legacy?
No, I wasn't talking back.
He wasn't talking stuff about you. He was just saying that you're very blunt and very honest about your opinions on how you feel and what you feel is right.
And if Danny have her boyfriend there, you're gonna lie into him and let him have it.
Is he there?
Right.
Is he
he
there?
said that too. No, he's out and about.
He's about to still feel it.
So her boyfriend and her daddy tripping.
Well,
I can't wait till we get into this.
I feel that the boyfriend is tripping. Danny feels that the daddy is tripping. We're gonna let Danny tell her story, and then collectively we're gonna come to a solution.
Okay.
Miss Danny, go right ahead. Tell us your story.
Ready?
Hold on,
everybody.
Danny, hold on before we start.
Uh-huh.
Who are you protecting yourself from in the house with your COVID mask on? We can't breathe on you.
Well, due to, different situations of me, leaving in and out and stuff, I try to protect my family. My son is right here that I just had in September. And so I don't know whether I have any germs or not. So when I'm dealing with him, I put on a mask so that I'm not breathing all over him. So
well, let me help you right quick. We have a product right quick. It's called Immunical. We're gonna give you some good stuff to where you don't have to worry about that today. And we also have Miss Juicy, who can give you some insights and stuff because she's a what, Miss Juicy?
A homeopathic specialist.
Yeah, whatever that was she said. But she can help you toward the end.
Okay, that's rocking awesome. Thank
All
you.
right, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, everybody. So I am a mother of two, and I also have a man that's in my life. Growing up, my dad was always a cold man, and I never really understood it. And once my mom and my dad went their separate ways, he became worse, really. And for some reason, he keeps dating all these little girls close to my age, close to my brother's age. Now, my brother is 4 years older than me. So his soon to be ex wife is a year and some change older than my brother. So my dad just keeps dating all these little girls after he decided to go his separate ways from my mom and they got a divorce and everything. Now, these girls, these little girls, okay, for some reason, all of them had an issue with me, literally. And they were always nasty. God bless you. They were always nasty and always mean, always doing spiteful, nasty things. And he literally does it right along with them. Now, me and this man are born in the same month. He cannot tell you when my birthday is. My brother is born in the same month. We're all born in April. He cannot tell you how to spell my middle name. My first name, he knows how to spell because that's what he came up with. But he can't tell you anything about me really other than that I'm his daughter. He doesn't show interest in anything. I could tell him something he doesn't even like. I had a car accident yesterday that I was in, and by the grace of God, my son slept through it. The lady, her grandson slept through it. You know, I saw him yesterday. He didn't even ask me, how everything was. Was I okay? Is his grandson okay? You know, um, but if it would have been a girl, he would be texting, blowing her up, duoing her, the whole 10. You know what I mean? So I just find it to be very strange that he can always put all these, and I do mean all these other women before me as if I don't even matter at all. That's the kind of situation that goes on with him. He cares more about all these other women that he dates more or less than me. You know, he always, if a woman says such and such, then that's what it is, regardless of what it is, regardless of how messed up it is or anything, you know. So at this time, I was talking to my best friend and he had three-way. No, it was a four-way. Okay, yep. I was four-way and I was talking to them about my situation on how my pops, my biological pops, okay, decided to date my man's ex, right? And his ex can't stand me. You know what I mean? We've always had issues. And I'm not that kind of person, to be nasty to people, just because, I want to, or just because I have my own issues. That's just not the kind of person that I grew up being, and that's not the kind of person that I am. So, but she's always had issues with me the whole time.
So
So,
hold on. You're
mhm,
saying that your father is dating your boyfriend who you are with now
yes,
is dating his ex-girlfriend.
yes,
So your boyfriend ex lives in the same house with you,
yes,
your father, and your ex.
uh-huh. So my
So
Wait,
dad,
huh?
no, my
Wait.
dad stays in St. Cloud. Now, this is the
okay.
thing. My boyfriend's ex was brought over to the area where we were staying at by his sister when she got out of jail. That's how she found out where we were living at, because
Mm-hmm,
his family stayed 30 steps away from us,
mm-hmm,
30 steps or so away from us. So his sister brought her over, right? She ended up busting the windows to where we were staying and we got evicted. And we were just asking my pops to put his name down because it's cheaper and easier for him to find a place to stay than younger people. You know what I mean? And we just wanted to use his name. That's it. He had told us no and all the rest of that. And we were homeless. We were sleeping in the car. He lied and said he didn't know we were homeless and all like that. And you know what I mean? And when she came to Melbourne, because his sister invited her over there to his other sister's house, and she was saying that she was homeless and all like that, then my dad started getting motels in Kissimmee
But
and stuff like that.
hold on, Ms. D. How did your father meet your ex-boyfriend? I mean, yeah, your boyfriend's ex.
Because she was always around. When his sister had invited her over, she was always around, you know, and she'd walk around the premises and walk back and forth. And my dad had asked, you know, who she was or whatever. And my
I
man
got
had
that.
told
I
him,
got
you
that.
know.
Listen to
Mhm.
me. I got that.
Mhm.
But what I'm trying to find out is you said that you and your dad pretty much were not close, right?
No. No.
So if you and your boyfriend are living somewhere else and your dad is living in St. Cloud,
Yeah, he wasn't living in Orlando at the time, yeah. But
right?
now he lives in
So
St. Cloud.
okay, but what I'm trying to get understanding of is if he was in another town and y'all didn't get along, and your boyfriend's sister went and got his ex and brought them to where y'all stayed at, how did your dad, whom you are not close with, end up being in the same place, in the same town, same city, to get to know her when he wasn't even coming around to be around you?
Well, when he would go to the VA clinic over here, he would try to stop by on those days or whatever, just to, you know, basically stop by and see what's going on. Um, so he would do that at least, you know, he would check, see what's going on and stuff like that. He would come by. But I always told him he would always be welcome wherever I was at. And I would tell him to come over whenever he comes to the VA. He could just always come over, you know, because in spite of what he feels and how he thinks, I still invite him into my world, you know, even though he does what he does, says what he says throughout all these years with all these different girls. I still show him respect. I still invite him where I'm at.
Was your father a truck driver?
No, he was in the
Let me tell you why.
military.
Let me tell you why I say that. It's because what happened?
We lost her.
Okay.
Let her click back in.
Her daddy got to be a truck driver because he sounds like he don't deal with nothing but lot lizards.
Who?
Minocal
Lot
sounds
lizards.
like Martha. Minocal sounds like bleach and ultraviolet rays.
Lot lizards are the women that hang around the truck stop trying to make money off of the truck drivers who park there overnight and take showers and things. Because she
Oh,
just said that that's why I was asking her how did her dad meet her, and then she said that the dad met her by every time he came around that, you know, he would see her out in the parking lot. So
well,
I'm
you
just
know
trying to
what?
figure out.
What if every like he like to hang out and he hang out in the spots where the younger people are, and because
He
he
can do
like
that in Orlando.
well, he could do that wherever he at.
The man likes prostitutes.
So every woman that he dated, you feel has been a prostitute that he done married to?
No, I didn't say that. What I'm saying is he's an old man and he don't really get along with his daughter, so he don't really have a reason to be over there. So to be coming over there, and then one day he came over there to visit, he seen the lot lizard walking in the premises. So now that gave him more reason to keep coming back over that way because he was not looking for his daughter. He was looking to see the lot lizard again.
Right.
Or not calling her a lot lizard, but he came over to see his daughter, saw someone he was attracted to, and it brought him back. Either way, he saw something he liked and he came back for it. I'm trying to understand how or why.
I'm trying to figure out why
she was in the neighborhood visiting the ex-boyfriend.
She wasn't visiting the ex-boyfriend.
Sister.
Because they friends.
Okay, shut up, Legacy. Let this girl finish her story.
Hey, my app had closed out, so I had to try to get back on. But you said you said, was my dad a truck driver? And then I didn't hear anything else because the whole phone had been shut off with everything.
The reason I asked that is because you ever heard of a lot lizard?
A something lizard?
A lot
lizard.
Like parking lot lizard.
I ain't never heard that till just now.
I haven't heard of that at all.
That is where when truck drivers pull up into Love's and get gas and things and take showers and stuff, you have women who troll the parking lots for them to sell pussy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
So your dad, you said that the lady be in y'all apartment complex or wherever, and your dad saw her out there on numerous occasions. Is that what you said?
Yeah, she was with his sister.
So she was a lot lizard. And your dad like semi-prostitutes.
Yeah.
So you call her a lot lizard because she was hanging out in the parking lot visiting her friend.
No. Her sister-in-law stays about 30 steps or 30 yards in another place. Why are you in the lot where these two people stay at?
They stay around the corner from us. All you got to do is walk around the corner, and that's where they stayed at. Literally around the corner.
Literally. But they're in front of your apartment.
They were walking around with his sister, and they walk around over here where we were, whatever, whatever.
What does she do for a living?
Take my dad's money. That's what she does for a living.
She worked that man.
She works the lot.
Okay. But what I'm trying to figure out, what is the problem? Because your dad is grown, you're grown, you have a man. That woman making him happy, that's his money. I'm not understanding where your daddy tripping. Your daddy doing what you doing. You fucking, he fucking.
About him giving the money? Is that what the problem is?
Yeah.
Actually, about him dating her.
I'm still trying to get to where is daddy tripping. He comes
Here we go.
Okay, so y'all didn't let me
I'm
finish.
not getting it.
Y'all didn't let me
That's what I'm
finish.
saying.
So
you and Legacy started this whole nother conversation. I'm like,
here we go.
She said, let her finish.
So what happened was, we all ended up being homeless, and when she was, walking around with my man's sister, and he asked, who that was, if my man knew who that was walking around with his sister. And he was like, yeah, that's my ex, such and such, da 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 da. So my pops had, basically shown interest in wanting to date her, whatever, And when we ended up homeless again, and we were staying in Melbourne at his sister's house, his sister had kicked me and my daughter out at the time. My boy wasn't here.
One thing. You keep saying we mad at your daddy and we not mad at your man. That's homeless 2 times.
Here you go.
Let me finish my story. Let me finish my story as to how my dad is tripping. Because that's what everybody wants to know, is how he is tripping and why I say he is tripping. So this is what happened. So after we were all homeless over here in Melbourne, my man's sister had kicked me and my daughter out. So we were sleeping in the car. My man started sleeping in the car with us. Said he wasn't going to sleep inside when we were sleeping in the car, and we were all, in a bad way. At the time, my dad started getting motels and hotels and said that we could come along since we were homeless. But he lied, said he didn't know we were homeless when he knew we were homeless. And so then afterwards, he finally decided he wanted to get a place, but he told me this place was going to be for me and my daughter, and we could have whoever we want over, is what he said. Then as soon as he got the place in his name, because like I said, we're the ones that's spending the money for the place. You see what I'm saying? We just needed his name because it would be cheaper, it would be easier, it would be a lot quicker to get a place with his name because he's a veteran and he's up there. He's up there in age. He's in his 60s. So the day that he gets the key to the place, he literally gives her the key to the place. Now, mind you, if we weren't homeless, we wouldn't all be staying together. So that's why I say my dad's tripping, because here it is. He hadn't moved us in with our enemy. She can't stand him, and she sure as the double E hockey sticks can't stand me. And it's been a very hard stay because she does a lot of evil things. She does manipulative things, evil things, deceiving things. She's stealing all the time. I have things in like 3 different places at this time just so I could actually keep it if I want it. You know what I mean? And she's always trying to fight. She's always throwing something. It's always something. But one thing I can say is that ever since my son has been born, she hasn't been doing that stuff around the apartment. But it's like I said, if my dad had a situation going on and all the rest of this and that, he should have moved that girl with him instead of having us all stay together. You know what I mean?
Dad can't move her with him because he has a woman over there.
Well, he said he doesn't, but listen, I don't know. But then the girl don't want to go no way. And after he moved her in here, the whole time being spent and actually going out and things literally stopped. She quit doing all that with him. So basically, it looks like she just used him for a place to stay, used him for his truck, and using him for his money.
Yeah, let's talk about the truck. Let's talk about what happened with the truck.
Oh, man. So my dad used to
we
give
have a comment.
his truck.
Hold on, D. Read it.
Let me read this
I
comment.
can't even read that.
Kamal said, it doesn't sound like he will ever change. There are some things my dad does that he has done forever that I hate. At this point, my family has accepted Dad for who he is, and no one ever expects change.
Very true. He's got to be set in his ways. And for some reason, when these women are very disrespectful and very rude, he goes right along with them and be disrespectful, and he'll be rude, right along with them.
Or they're rude and disrespectful too.
Yep. And even if they,
who are they rude and disrespectful to?
Me. His girlfriends have always been nasty to me. Like, okay, I'll give you an example. So it was my birthday one day, and I asked if I could go to Denny's. It was right up the street when we lived in Orlando, and I was staying in Orlando, due to a whole nother situation. And so basically the wife was like, well, what you can do is you can Uber to Denny's to get your free Grand Slam. You're not taking the truck. And the thing is, the truck is in my dad's name because she ain't got license. I have license. So my dad told me that I needed to Uber to Denny's on my birthday in order to celebrate my birthday. They didn't do anything for me. They didn't even, say happy birthday, period. You know what I mean? But why do I have to Uber to Denny's to celebrate my birthday with me and my daughter? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought that was just more extra rude, but yet if I'm going to work, I could take the truck. So why can't I use it in recreational manner? as well.
Well, for me, I'm gonna tell you. You know, I'm a person. I'm not big on birthdays or either. You know, I don't. You know, if you are, he should, because I want to be able to tell my kids happy birthday and all of that forever too. But what you keep, if we're looking at it all over, your dad is a man that should be, because he's in his 60s. He should be used to getting pussy, but it seems like he's not,
Exactly,
because
and that's even
because
more crazy.
because everything that controls him is a vagina.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
So whenever the vagina, which you can't give him none, the ones that can give him something, say something, that's what it is. Because one, they make him feel good in a special type of way that a daughter can't never do. So if you're a weak-minded father, that that the vagina controls, then this is how you're going to act. But some people don't have. She's gone again.
Yep, she lost a signal again.
Yeah, her father thus far is a person that pussy drives him crazy. It controls him, controls his mind, it controls his pocket, it controls everything. It controls his emotions, because you know, uh, I understand because she just said that the other one, the one she gave the example about, she said that that was his wife.
Let me tell you, you know what
So
the problem I'm having with this is legacy. Let's
hold
be
on, Tiama.
crystal clear.
I
It's
already know.
something
I'm waiting.
missing. It's something
Tiama,
missing.
no,
With
I'm
me being a
waiting. It's
daddy's
coming.
girl, listen. No, it ain't no you waiting. This sounds something is off. You know how if your side, my side, and another side. Most women that are with the father, they literally try to give you everything just to please the father.
But what she said, Tiama, in the beginning was her father
I
literally never
understand.
had been there for her.
Okay, and I get that. But what I'm trying to get at, I wouldn't be mad at the father. I would be mad at my man. She say my man. When I say my man, that means you got all of this. You can't be my man if you ain't got all of this. So what she mad at her dad for is what her man should have covered.
I told her that that's where you were gonna go. I told her 2 weeks ago
So
when Tiama did
that's what
this.
we having a
This
problem
is
with
where
me. I'm like,
Tiama was going.
okay.
I think
well, I'm
the
upset that my dad moved me in with our enemy. You know what I'm
No,
saying? And
he
we've been going
didn't.
through it.
Let me
He
let
didn't.
me tell you. I
He
Because
get
I
what
didn't.
had
you're
nowhere else
saying,
to go,
but let me
and I've
tell you,
been trying to find plenty of places to go.
if I was your dad, and 9 out of 10, if y'all been homeless twice, this is me being 100% honest with you. Obviously, when it comes to you and your man having a place, somewhat of money always come up short. If I'm gonna be paying rent for where my daughter and her man is at, I'm gonna at least have some to say that bitch, I'm fucking if my money gonna be going into it when y'all fall short. So to me, that makes sense to me. I don't know about y'all, but it makes sense to
But
me.
that's the thing. He wasn't giving us money. We were paying our own bills. The girl busted out the windows to where we were staying at is how we ended up being homeless. We had a
So
place to
Yeah, cause y'all share the man. Y'all share the man. So when it comes down to sharing the man, that shit's sticky. Everybody already know that. But at the end of the day, the stuff you saying your dad is tripping, your man's supposed to already have that covered to where your dad is not even a part of that equation.
I told you she was
The
gonna say that.
problem that you should have with your dad is that you don't make me feel like I'm special to you. Not that you move me here, your car is this. That is something, everything that you're naming. The only person you should be mad at is your man. And if he can't be that man, you need to replace that little boy and go get a real man.
I
A real
told you.
man will not stay in nothing that got your daddy on it. Nothing.
If y'all were
Absolutely nothing.
listen, When we had this conversation, I told you, I say Tiama's gonna hear
If
this,
she was my sister, I've been to beat
and
up your man.
I'm telling you
I'd be
because
trying to
this
fight
is what
him.
she
For
couldn't.
real,
And I
real.
told you that this is what she was gonna see because Tiama is a person that believes if you are having sex with a man, he needs to make sure that he can give you protection, financially provide for you and your kids, and that's who she was gonna see is at fault. Did I not tell you this?
And
And
listen, let's be
if
clear. I'm
you
not telling you that you got to be a gold digger because I have my own money. My home is in my own name. I don't ask my mom for anything. I am my own person. My dad is dead. But my dad literally installed in me if he can't do all this stuff, pay your school loans, pay this, that ain't your man. I'm your man. So if you want to be my man, you better be able to give me more than just hi, some sex, and leave me with a baby. I'm good. I
I
go
think
to a sperm bank for that.
I think
But
one thing that y'all
be
didn't
mad at
catch.
your man.
I think there's one thing that y'all didn't catch, and I'm just I'm being very analytical. And I'm looking deep
Mm-hmm.
into it. The first thing that the problem is, and well, Miss Danny already stated that when she was a little girl, she didn't have no relationship with her father. Her father was distant to her. He wasn't close. He wasn't there for her.
Mm-hmm.
So he wasn't a father when she was a little girl.
right,
So now that she's a grown woman, he's still not a father to her.
right,
So somewhere
Maybe you
inside
don't
of
know how to be.
her, inside of Miss Danny, she's still seeking the acceptance and the love and the appreciation and that everything that comes with a father.
yes,
As if
yes.
the way the legacy is towards the
it
way the
seems
legacy
as
is towards
though
Hold on, Jew.
the way the legacy is towards his daughter. That's what she's looking for. That's what Miss Danny's still looking for. At this age, when when she and her mom was together, when her mom and him was together, that's when it should have taken place, but it didn't. So
Yeah.
he's never accepted her as his daughter. The way that Cordell plays with his kids and is always there and he loves them and blah 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 blah. The way that you legacy, you always there with your daughter and you always that's my little snicker poop. I mean, your daughter is on our video in the intro video. The first face you see is your daughter.
Right.
So your daughter, even Tiama with her sons, T Savage with her daughter,
Juicy will.
and Juicy with her kids. Your children are the most important thing in your life. There's an intricate, part of your life of who you are, and I mean, you can survive without your children. If your children was here, there's no need of you even surviving anymore. He doesn't have that feeling. He doesn't have that connection.
Right. That's it.
And that's what Miss Danny want at 12, and she still wants it now in her adult age.
that's something that I agree with you, and I agree with T Savage, because at the same what you're both saying, what I don't see a problem with the father other than how he is as a father. But one of the things you can't, and I'm saying to you, Miss Danny, expectations. We have desires we want for what we want because it's what we're longing for. But he can't give you what he doesn't have in him. And
Right.
he has shown you from day one that that's not what's in him. Sad, but my father's 77. He passed in January, and
My
he
condolences.
was distant at times as well. I had to build my relationship with him to have. He had his relationships with as many women as he desired to, and had no problem giving them whatever they wanted. I, as his daughter, I had to get mine. I didn't get it handed to me.
Exactly. And that's fine. I respect it. I respect that.
But part of what you're respecting, but you're not fully appreciating, is one thing that he does know how to do is give your father. So he's giving to you a place to stay. But like T Savage was saying, he's also Tiana. Sorry, I'm sorry, Tiana. I'm not. I know, and I'm sorry. But what she was saying is, you're expecting him to give you more because you're the daughter, when in his mind he really doesn't have to give, because his giving is a give-receive relationship. And what he wants from women isn't what you can give. Like she's saying. So wanting him to give to you as if you're special and different than any woman, because he doesn't see it as that. And that's the part, like, you're seeing the women being rude, being disrespectful, but you're already hurt. So anything that comes from any part of,
and it's gonna come off as if there's something negative from it because you don't care for it, when really that's like a sense of jealousy and envy that you have to work through, because these women are receiving what you think or feel is yours, not theirs. And
no, I respect the fact that he has a relationship, but actually, you know what I'm saying, be there. Like, when I got ready to have my grandson, you feel me, his grandson, before I had him and I had a car issue, you know, and everything like that, I said, well, how am I supposed to get, you know, to the hospital? He told me, he said, oh, well, you could just take an ambulance, right? But yet you can come back and forth every day to come see a girl, but you can't even help me to go deliver your grandson. I don't ask for much at all. You feel me? I already know what the situation is. Like I said, I got everything I did it on my own before I even had different men in my life. I did it myself. You see what I'm saying? First car I got, I bought that for myself. You feel me? I don't get handouts and stuff like that from my dad. You feel me? But it's just the simple fact that I'm upset that here it is that I'm homeless because of what this girl did, and you move us all in together. You know, that's just horrible. I'm the one that's in need and needing help, considering I got kicked out where I'm living at because of what the girl did. You see what I'm saying?
Hold on, Danny. Hold on.
It's crazy.
Danny, hold on for a minute. Hold on. Tony, interject something.
Okay, Miss Danny, what you're saying sounds like what you should be saying to your man, because your father technically owes you nothing. He made that clear when he was a child that there was no connection. So what you're asking is from a person who has a connection with you, and he doesn't have one. He didn't have it when he was a child. He doesn't have it now. That's like you saying, listen, and this is far-fetched. That's like you saying the guy at the corner store that works as the cashier owes you the same thing. He should give you a car. That mean the man at the corner store don't even know you, don't love you, don't appreciate you, and there's no connection. That's the same connection your father has with you. He's that man at the corner store. The only thing that y'all have in common is y'all have the same DNA. That's it.
And the same birthday month. And part of my name is supposed to be of his. I understand what you're saying, but like I said, I don't care what he does with any of these other women. I'm just mad at the fact that it's come to the point that I'm living with somebody that I just feel like.
Danny, when we had this discussion, I told you, read that right quick, Tony.
You and your boyfriend, Kamal says you and your boyfriend may want to come up with a 1-year plan. There are a lot of things that has gone wrong in this scenario. This situation needs a good sit down and a table grown up plan. Kia said, what's up, everybody?
Hey, Ms. Elkels.
blessing. You know, it
Listen,
doesn't even
hold
need
on,
to be a
Juicy.
full year.
Juicy, hold on for a minute for me, Juicy, because I was letting Tony go first. I wanted to say something right quick. There's two things that have to happen. From what I've been hearing, let me explain something to you. If I'm with a woman and we live in the same house, woman or not, you come over to my house as the man in my house, as me being woman or man. If you come to my house and break out my shit, I break your ass and go to jail and come home and beat it at trial because you had no reason to be doing that. Secondly, I heard you say that you were living with your boyfriend's sister, but for some odd
Boyfriend
reason,
and sis, she was the one. You know what I'm saying? She was saying her baby daddy said that we had to go. You feel me? Stuff happened, so we were sleeping in the car, and my man decided to sleep in the car with us. You feel me? Instead of being
I
inside or
got
what
you.
have
But
you.
this is what I'm going to ask you, Danny. How long was y'all living with your boyfriend's sister?
Not too long. Just we were probably there probably about a good 3 weeks. Just 3 weeks after we got evicted from where we were staying at. When
What
the
type of
grounds
work?
and stuff was
What
messed up.
type
It
of
was just
work?
only
What
three
type of
weeks.
work or income do your significant other brings to the table?
He gets SSI.
So he has SSI, and I
Does that mean he
understand that
can't work?
What'd
he
you say?
can work. He know how to fuck.
Well, no, because some people who get Social Security that they can't work, or if they work too much, they don't get their Social Security.
Then he
So
need to
is
work.
Right.
that
He
his?
said the
Then he need to work to the maximum.
his SSI, he has to have if he does work, it has to be like 20 hours.
20 hours a week.
Okay,
That's
so
it, yeah.
what you have to then think about for real, Miss Danny, is you're wanting to be with someone who has this financial limitation. So in
Yeah.
order to be in that relationship, there has to be a balance of someone who's going to have the financial support. He's a supplement to the income. We need the income in order to maintain the lifestyle and status that you need. And it can't be
Right.
based off of your father and what he gives. But if your father does give you something, and it has to come with someone else who he's also being willing to help, because he might be looking at it as like, look, I got my daughter here who needs help, and I got this girl here who needs help, and she's giving me what I like what she's giving. I can pay for it. He's okay to pay for it, and he's got to help you too. So he puts you all in the same place so he can make his money work for him. Like Kamal said, it's time to set that plan. See where we are and say, okay, we're here and this is what's taken care of. So now I need to hustle and get this up. We need to save this up so we can get out and get our own and find somewhere that you can afford. It might not be Melbourne. Melbourne is expensive. You're gonna have to really plan and do, and then receive the help from your father as supplemental support to your income.
But that's what I'm saying. I really didn't care to have help from him. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Because like I said, we were paying our own bills. We were doing just fine. It's just easier to find a place with his name because of the simple fact he's a veteran and he's older. It's cheaper rent. You see what I'm saying? Why not? If we possibly could, but not.
Your boyfriend should be able to get some cheaper rent because he's got a disability.
Exactly,
so
because
he falls in the same position as he's better than a veteran.
Yes.
Because the veteran is entitled based on their status, how long they put in, and whether they got discharged accordingly. But a person on Social Security, they are disabled. They are taken care of.
He can actually get housing.
Well, yeah, we
Right.
tried that too, and I even tried that, and we tried it together, the whole 10. Trust me,
No,
I know he's
no,
supposed to be able to do that, but I don't know how far he is on that list. I don't even know how far I am on the list. I've tried other places to try to get help and everything, just to find a
listen.
place to stay so I can get out of this craziness.
I'm gonna give you a little advice on that right there because I know someone that just got it for being in this a disabled individual. There, like I say, you got to go on to. We'll talk about that after the show. But I'm gonna tell
Okay.
you something. I'm like Juicy them, and I listen. I'm not gonna advocate selling drugs. I'm not advocating selling drugs, but I'm gonna do what I have to do to make sure
Dennis.
mine's good. I'm not gonna be able to sit around and first of all, I don't even understand how he's comfortable with being in the same house with his ex, with his girlfriend. So
It's not, trust me, it's not a comfortable situation. He has expressed how he feels about it. We're working on trying to get our own place. You know, we thought we could get it quicker through housing because he has, disability.
right.
And those
You can
people were
get
like,
it.
well,
You
we
can.
don't know how far he's down on the list. We don't know how far you're down on the list. The best I could tell you is to keep trying somewhere else. Trust me,
Yeah.
we've been there, done that
Register,
recently, even
register, register
in the past
yourself as
and recently.
homeless. Register
Huh?
yourself as home. Register yourself as homeless, because
Uh-huh.
a homeless and homeless status and being disabled with a Florida
Mhm.
ID gets you bumped up. But you have to be
Okay.
registered as homeless. So as long
Okay.
as you're claiming that you have a residency, you're staying with
Yeah.
your father. That is a plus for you, because he can write a letter stating that you live with him and he takes care of you and he supplies this, and you don't have the means for that. And then you can use that as your verification and voucher that you're in need. And
But that I'm
especially
gonna tell
this time of
you,
year.
Juicy, I'm gonna tell you, being in the state of Florida is not like that anymore. If you're not literally saying that you're sleeping in a park, if you tell them one time that you have somewhere to stay, that you're staying for a month or 2 or 3, that does not excel you to go to the. You have to literally be saying, "I'm sleeping from pillar to post. I'm sleeping in a park from time to time. I'm sleeping in my
Mm-hmm.
car." Because once you
Yeah.
tell
And
them
then,
that you are
Yeah.
staying with family,
mm-hmm,
you're not a major concern because of the fact that. And I'm gonna tell you another
you're
slick
with
way.
family.
That's exactly. I'm gonna tell you another slick way about something. Let's say that children are taken from their parent, and if those children get put with family, that family cannot get food stamps. That family cannot get a check for those kids being there because they're staying with family. But if that child goes and stays with a friend of the mother or the father, they can get food stamps. They can get a government check every month until that child is back with their mama, because they decide, they say that if your child is staying with a blood relative, that child is in a place as the same as a mother and father. So what I would tell you is to look around in surrounding counties, small areas like Cape Coral, Florida, Fort Myers, um,
Jacksonville.
Lehigh, areas like that, because they do have a lot of vouchers and stuff that are there, and you just have to be able to get in touch with the right people to ask. Because the bigger the city, like in West Palm Beach, the housing list for Section 8 or to be on that is 7 years long right now.
Right.
7 years. So there
Yeah.
And
is they will tell you there
there's
is
some
no bumper.
management companies.
If somebody from Social Security or disability don't take your hand and call in favors to put you at the top of the list, you are not at the top of the list. They'll tell you that to get you out your face, but you literally have to have someone. It's like you almost have to have somebody call DC up on yourself and say, listen, for real, the children aren't being fed in this house. And even though you know that you are feeding the kids, they still coming to see you tomorrow. And guess what DCF gonna ask you? We see that you have food and things in the house for the kids. Da da da. What can we do to help your situation more? Well, one, you can get me daycare. That's gonna be free. They're gonna give it to you. And the next thing, I need help with housing because I can't continue to live here. This is my dad's house. They can easily check and see that it's in your dad's name, and they can definitely call those favors in to get a mother with 2 kids. Now the worst thing you can do is show them that you got a man, because if you see the government looks at it, if you got a man that's inside of your vagina, then he needs to be doing something.
I
That's how
myself
they look
don't
at
really
it.
like to push the government to help. There are agencies. There's a company like Gem Management, GEM Management. They are a management company that does subsidized housing, same as the government with the Section 8, where they base it on your income, but it's not a government or federal base. It's so that you can get in it and not have to be in their system and bound. Because like how he just described and explained, I'm advocating for women and families to be together. So you love your man, your boyfriend, whichever way y'all are moving forward to the future, y'all trying to do it together. Going in a route where they tell you that you can't bring him and you gotta lie in order to obtain it, if you don't feel comfortable with that, there are other alternatives that you can do to get the same assistance and help, and he come along and his social security and his disability helps you get into those places. And that one management company, I know they do the southern region, so they're from like North Carolina all the way down to the Keys, where they have different, and they provide for. And those small towns like he named, you can look into Google and look into the apartment complexes. There are different complexes that within there they have a program that they can offer you, because if they rent to you who are needing assistance or social security, they get tax breaks. So it's a little research you have to do to find, but there's definitely opportunity for you and your boyfriend and your child to be together and make it.
Kamal says, stop expecting someone to do something that he has never done and never shown an interest in doing, pertaining to your father.
Yeah, my father's in heaven. Thank you, though. For real.
So wait.
I just got lost like a mud. What happened?
Yeah. Who we talking about then?
You mean the man that raised you?
I'm talking about him, but I don't refer to him as my father. I talk about God being my father. I don't refer to him as my father.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah.
I know she lost me.
I call him Pop because he pop up whenever he get ready to.
Hey, well, Tony, I gotta definitely tell Nia, don't call me Pops no more.
Okay.
Oh.
My heart goes out.
Legacy.
Huh?
Legacy.
My heart goes out to Mrs. Briston. Has Denise Ford been affected?
Let me ask a question. Danny, let me ask a question. Beautiful baby. Let me ask you a question. Where's your boyfriend now?
Scared.
He had been visiting his sister.
See, ain't no damn visiting.
Huh?
Ain't no visiting. See, that's the problem.
What does his sister do?
No, it ain't what her sister do. That is the problem right there. That's the problem.
His sister's house just got shot up. So they're in like a motel right now. So he goes to check on them, and she has 10 kids.
Listen. You talking about the same one that was walking around in the parking lot?
Yeah.
So why is she walking around in the parking lot? She need to have her eyes on all her kids.
Wait a minute, and y'all might live in the apartment complex that's already can help y'all. Sound like.
Listen to me, Danny. This is what I'm trying to get you to see. It's hard to go worry about somebody else's situation when you have a situation right now.
Amen.
His ass need to be there.
Huh?
He on there worried about somebody else. I'm pretty sure she got 10 kids. She can call 10 baby daddies.
I'm getting off.
Oh, Lord.
Legacy.
His ass need no. And they'll
What
tell
if she
you,
got? What if she got
hold
5
on.
sets of twins?
Then she could call 5 sets of niggas. So
y'all went out.
Danny, listen to me, baby. I understand love. I do. And
none of her baby daddies are in her life.
Listen. I'm trying to advocate. I advocate for men 98% of the time. I advocate for men, but we have a problem, Houston. We have a problem, and I don't advocate holding no vagina back either. But I'm gonna tell you something. This motherfucker shouldn't get no pussy until you in a place to lay your head where you can be comfortable. He shouldn't get no pussy.
It's not like we can do anything anyway with her around.
It don't matter. I guarantee you, if it was me, the people she'll hear me getting it because she'll have to get out of here.
Neighbors will know my name.
Did she say the neighbors? Did she say the neighbors?
But then, being serious, though, mama, he got to be more concerned about home because y'all are not in a good place. Sis, y'all all right? That's why phones work. Sis, y'all okay? Y'all in a hotel? Okay, then just call me if you need something. Right now, I'm telling you, he is the problem because he's worried about everything except for you and the babies. This nigga shouldn't even leave the motherfucking house. He's disabled. He ain't doing nothing. And you're putting the blame on your dad who has done more for you just by allowing you and them babies to have a roof over your head, even though it may not be the best situation, but you at least got a roof over your head. This man is over there worried about somebody else's situation, love, when he need to be over there working with you mentally and y'all coming up with a financial plan. He shouldn't be able to spend a damn dollar out of his disability check, and all of that should go to you to put up for hard times because he don't need a cigarette, he don't need a bill, he don't need a blunt, he don't need to do shit but give you that money so y'all can get out of the situation that y'all in. And he's not stepping up to the plate. I understand what it is to be behind the 8 ball, but like I say, if you can go over there to protect and want to worry about why your house got shot up, you can sell some dope.
Don't listen on that.
No, this nigga got to do something. This nigga got to do something.
But let me tell you, Legacy, at the end of the day, he's not going to do much of nothing if it's something that she's okay with. She puts him up here, but she puts her dad down here when it like, I thought we was really finna get in on your daddy. I ain't got nothing to say to the man. You in a hard situation, little mama.
Yeah, you definitely are.
I am.
You in a hard situation, cause baby, I don't know.
So that what's it called? You put the brakes on.
I don't. Y'all know some interesting people. The people in my life are so boring. Y'all need to step y'all game up.
Child, please. My life is a soap opera and been that way for several years. Several, honey. I got many different stories to talk about.
But let me tell you, I've been tripping lately too. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, I've been tripping. So when I tell you I'm gonna get off this thing and I'm gonna pull Tyson up to his daddy, and honey, I've been straight tripping. Like, girl, you got a lot going on. But for starters, you gotta hold your man accountable. Yeah. Who are you talking to?
I can't read that.
Tony, read it to her. Am I muted?
No, that's what I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on.
Yeah. Come on, call in.
I hope you heard me. I realized I had froze, but
No, I
I
didn't hear
just
nothing.
I
But the
wanted
thing
just to.
is, I understand what everybody's saying. I respect that, but I'm definitely praying for a better situation. And I thought, basically that, I should be able to be in a better situation considering our place got taken away how it did, whatever, however. But everything happens for a reason. I just have to accept it how it is. And when we can do something better, do that and just pray in the meantime. But as far as it saying my daddy tripping, I mean, hey, I didn't come up with the title because basically I'm just talking about how my dad, treats me in regards to these young ladies that he's with, and it's so funny because all these things that he's doing, she don't even spend time with him, no nothing anymore. After he got the place, man, all that crap went out the door. So I guess she used him for a place to stay pretty much. So that's on him.
But Danny,
He needs to choose better females.
Danny, if he noticed that this woman has changed, why haven't this man went and evicted?
Oh, come on now. He's not going to. He's trying to keep hope alive.
You say keep hope alive. But
You
Danny, do
know,
you think you comparing yourself to them?
The mic is on mute. But she expressed that she didn't want to be with him, so
Why you muted
so
my mic? We can't hear you.
Upside down, one foot on the bed.
so Miss Danny, what I was saying, I don't know, because I had to go out and come back in. Just
yeah,
don't
my
take
mic
it
was muted too.
personal.
No.
There was a
Can
caller.
you hear?
Go ahead.
Oh, don't take it personal. Of everything that's going on, how your father is, he is tripping because he's not being a father. So,
Right.
however the
Never been a
title
father.
or however you feel,
He never been a father.
he's never been. He's always been tripping. But that part you have to. What I was saying before is, it's not you, it's him. It has nothing to do with you as a person, how beautiful you are, what you have going, what your dreams are. It has nothing to do with your children, your choices. It's him. That's been his signature. So, yes, to want and to desire a better relationship and pray for it, and pray and give what you desire because it should come back to you, but also don't have the
Legacy got a
expectation
mute.
that it,
Okay.
because if you have the expectation that what you're putting out you deserve to receive from him, that's not the case. You may get it in life but not from your father. But just give your love because you choose to give love. And if you don't like how you're giving love and not receiving it back, don't give it anymore, because that's not a genuine give. That's a gift like your father to receive. So be genuine with how you are. You say you love your dad, you want the relationship, build it as you desire. And when you see it's too much for you, pull back, take care of yourself, take care of your well being, your emotions, and you, because you got the baby to take care of too. And
Yeah.
if your relationship is gonna grow with your boyfriend, you know, accountability. He's got you and that child to be
And my
holding,
daughter.
and your daughter to be holding in a position of what am I
Let's
going to do
go.
for? So you gotta make sure you hold him accountable and responsible as well as yourself.
Hold on,
But don't take it personal.
we have a caller on the phone.
Thank you for everybody's advice and everybody's words
Hold on, Miss Danny. We have
of
a caller on the phone.
encouragement and
We have a caller on the phone. Go ahead, caller.
Oh.
What's up, Danielle? This Cordell. How everybody
Hey,
doing?
small talks, get it right.
What's going on? Well, my advice to you is, I heard you when you said you're going to pray about the situation. Praying is good, but you got to also do your part too, because certain situations, it just makes sense. Don't have to be prayed for. Your answer is right there, meaning that it's like, and I agree with Tiama said. I mean, I'm sorry what Legacy the Great said. If he don't step it up, you're gonna have to move on. Like honestly, you just gonna have to move on, and But that's all I want to say. I'm not gonna jam up the line, but that's the only advice I have.
Okay, thank you, Cordell.
Thank you.
But yeah, one thing that I do know is that when you love somebody, you have to love them unconditionally, no matter how they treat you or whatever when it comes to your family, And I know that for the situation that's going on, that even though I do honestly want a better relationship with my dad, because that's just the kind of person that I am, is always work on things when I have my family members, when I have my friends. Even, when I have my enemies, I try to forgive them and try to give them a new start. But the thing is, with us being at the age that we are, it's just sad that he's not even, remotely involved, like with his grandchildren. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You can go back and
Have
forth
you
to see
ever
a
tried
girl,
to
but not
address
even your
him?
grandchild. Yes,
Have you tried to address
I
this,
have.
like,
I
in
talked to
private
him.
setting?
I said, my granddaughter's birthday was in August. You didn't do nothing for your granddaughter. I said, now your grandson then came around, you know, you didn't even at least get a card saying, congratulations on the birth. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of have something to remember, of this instance of him being born, to say that you did anything. You know what I mean? Just something positive to say, just to show something, it doesn't always have to be about money. Because like I said, we do what we can, how we can, and God has been blessing us in the instance in the way that he has been blessing us. I can't complain in that area. You see what I'm saying? But
Let
what
me ask
I
you
am complaining about is the fact that it always takes women for you to, do anything, point blank period. Or it takes women for you to be upset with me about something. It's
see, women,
crazy.
but women is his love and his passion. That's what he loves.
Yeah,
He
that's what he loves. And I respect that. I don't hate the fact that he's there for other women, how he's there for other women, like how he was there for his wife when he was there for his wife, who's gonna be his ex-wife, whatever. I'm not a hater of that. I just want love too, you know what I mean, from somebody that I feel like I should get love from.
You want
That's
love.
that's
Now I'm on your side of dad is tripping. Now you're saying what is his
Are you willing to
responsibility.
accept the fact that what if you never get it from him?
then I have no choice but to accept it, because he'll tell other women that he loves them quick, fast, in a hurry, and he won't even tell me that I have to tell him that I love him first in order for him to tell me that he loves me.
That's why
It's
that's
those kind of things.
that's
And he may
why
not,
I want you to really just if from this call or whatever, get some type of way to help yourself not take that part personal.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Because I know my grandmother was 93, and that's when she finally started telling people I love you. She died at 93. And so we don't want you to take it to heart all these years to finally at that last moment, oh, you love me because you're about to go. When he has a way of love, it's just not the love that you can identify because it's not your way of love. We might not even consider it to be genuine love because it's not what we see as fatherly love. But if he doesn't know how to love as a father, he doesn't. And I've witnessed men who have been this way to their children and their children be this way to their children. It's a generational cycle of an absent parent. And drugs, career, military, life, there's so many factors that weigh in that distract people from being where they're supposed to be. And right now, that role as father, he is not there. And I'm not one to say it's not possible that it'll ever happen, but until it does, I don't want you to be emotionally abused and stressed, because you just said your child is born in September. You're
Yes,
new,
ma'am.
that postpartum depression can set in. So even more, you have a want for love and affection from a parent because of hormones than anything else too. So there's so many factors that I keep listening and hearing, and just want you to just remember it's not you. It has nothing to do with you.
Let me ask you a question, Miss Danny. You say you love your dad. Now, mind you,
Yeah, I do.
this man has never been there for you, and has always been absent as a child. Has not really been there and been absent as an adult. So, what is that you love about him?
Well, the thing is that when you're a believer, when you're a Christian, whatever you want to call somebody that has faith, that has hope, the Bible shows you that love conquers all. So I figure that if I do my part and be the loving daughter that I'm supposed to be, regardless of how he is, ask how he's doing, how was your day? Call him and check up on him when he doesn't call, check up on me. You see what I'm saying? Long as I do my part, and show the love of Christ that lives in me, then that's better than nothing at all. I've already had a conversation with him about being saved, and he went back to the girl and they start talking about me behind my back, making jokes. I mean, it's not funny, but if you want to make a joke about being saved, that's on you. But I'm looking out for your well-being. I'm trying to get my blessings from God, and definitely don't want to hate you because of what you decided to be. That's just what you decided to be. I'm learning how not to treat my children. I tell my children I love them. My daughter's 4 years old. I tell her every day I love her. I give her hugs, and everything like that, and let her know that I care, teach her how to pray, things that really, really matter to me. You know what I mean?
Now,
And
I think it is so remarkable. I think it is so beautiful and so remarkable how much you love the Lord, how much faith you have, and how much you're sharing all that with your children. But the same Bible that you read, it says faith without works is dead. So it's one thing to have all this faith, but if you're not putting forth any work, no result is going to ever come.
very true.
That's what you're displaying is actually the definition of insanity. It's when you do the same thing that you've always done, and yet you're expecting a different outcome.
Yes. Also, since we're going to speak biblically, the Bible says that you don't have to be a fool for anybody. So what you have to first, for me, have to understand is You got to understand that some people are just who they are, as Juice has said on numerous occasions. If that's just who he is, you need to learn to live in the moment of that's who he is. You can't change him because you love him. You can still love, don't have to deal with nobody. You can still love somebody and not deal with them from a distance. He the one have to come to a realization that I don't even get that from her like I used to. And maybe that will change him because you giving him love, damn sure ain't changed him yet.
Kamal says, Danny, it sounds like you want that unconditional while hearted love. Don't sound like dad is gonna do it. I'm praying that boyfriend can see it and give you all that you deserve. Gotta call my daughter.
Thank you.
One thing that I hope for that's not, often what we long and desire, we seek for. And if you're seeing tendencies, because for you, I believe my understanding, Cordell is a friend of yours, and how he came on the call, your reaction to him coming on the call was very exciting and happy that he came on the call. But a piece of advice that he gave to you as a friend kind of, to me, gave me the idea that your relationship may be similar to a lack of what you're desiring of love from your boyfriend as you have with your father. And we often get the same that we're looking for because we don't have it in one, we find it in another. So remember to love you. Remember to do the best for you. I'm a divorced. I have 5 children. I was married for 11 years, but I had to learn and remember to love me. And I put up with a long time of of all that I didn't need in my life. And when I let it go, I am not married today, but life is a whole lot better because I love me. So if you're not married already and you're already struggling and you're not having what you're needing and you're straddling the fence already, if you're not feeling your security, you're not feeling what you need, remember to love you and to take care of your children.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Kamal says, I love what she says, Danny, I love what you just said about your approach and how you don't allow his actions to change the example you are setting.
Thank you.
Right.
But there's another setting that she's allowing too, and that is that it's okay for a man not to do nothing and still be in your life.
And even that's what I meant by the boyfriend doing as the father, because he's not doing, and you all are being displaced because of not being able to maintain, and you're hanging through it as it's okay.
My mom used to have the same as Danny. My mom used to have the saying. She says, and she used to tell, and as a child, I would hear her tell, baby daddies, tell boyfriends or whomever was in her life. She says, I don't need you here if you can't help me, because I can do bad by myself. I don't need your help to do bad. Regardless if you're the child's father, regardless if you just my boyfriend, but you're not going to be here and I'm still struggling. I personally, in my adult life, it's times where I've driven down the street and I'll see a guy and a girl, and they both walking.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I got an issue with that. And then 4 or 5 years they still walking. So there's been no progress. For 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
you've been with the same nigga and y'all still walking. Y'all still catching buses, y'all still catching rides. There's a problem there.
Yeah.
And think of it this way, and it's sad that you have to look at it like this. But when you get with somebody, that's a job, and the position that they're filling is called your spouse, and it comes with qualifications, just like a job. If a job give you 90 days, I give my mate 90 days. You got 90 days to prove yourself to me. Because if a job know in 90 days that you ain't shit, you should know in 90 days they ain't shit. Because the average woman know in the first 10 minutes whether or not they want to fuck when they meet a man. So if you know in 10 minutes whether or not you want to smash, you know in 90 days if he quality. And just simply because you have a baby from a child, from a man, doesn't make him quality. It just makes him a sperm donor. You know what I'm saying? And that's no excuse to keep a man. You know, one thing for sure, two things for certain, and women that's watching the show tonight can correct me if I'm wrong, but I always thought, I'm very old school, and I've always thought that every woman, when they find a man, they're looking for stability, security, sex, comfort, financial. They're looking for certain qualities in a man. And when you don't have those qualities, you've settled. And you're a beautiful young lady. You're great spirited. I love your approach with your faith. You know, you love your dad unconditionally, even though he doesn't love you back the way you want him to love you. So you deserve more. I don't know how long you and this guy been together, or how long y'all plan on being together, or what's what. But maybe he's not the answer for you. Yeah, you've given me a child, but maybe I need something else or someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just my advice.
Thank you,
Miss Danny.
Yes.
You know, we've shared this conversation a few weeks back, and I told you, you know, that this was gonna be a reality check went on here because nobody, except for Soft Juicy, hold back on, you know, the things, because I mean, brutally, you know, one of my greatest, well, I would call her one of my greatest critics, but she's also one of my harshest critics, is that lady that I was telling you about up there at the top. And she is definitely, she's a reality chick, and she lives, as far as I know, that she lives the way she talks. And my thing is, you know, yeah, it is. I'm a person who only saw my dad twice in my life, and he's still living now. And I was 2 and 19. And you know, one of the greatest gifts he gave me was how not to be like him.
Right.
How not to be like him. And I got boys, and I got one daughter, and I've been in every one of my children's life. And my sons are almost all grown, and they are all completing high school, and I'm in every one of their lives. But my daughter is a different character in my life, you know, because I wanted my little boys to learn how to fight. I wanted them to learn how to deal with being around other dudes and setting themselves apart from, and showing that they're alpha males and that they can survive in this jungle that we live in, which is called the world. But my daughter is a different species, because I don't want nothing to hurt her. You understand what I'm saying? I watched my uncle cry yesterday because we found my cousin murdered, and tossed into a pond. And that was his daughter. And the emptiness that he felt of not being able to be there to protect her, it sent me to a place to where I could be thinking that somebody can get my daughter. And I know for a fact that my daughter is going to scream for me, and not to be able to be there to either take her place to make sure that she survives and I die, and or to make sure that nobody hurts her in that way. And I need to be there. And even though you're a grown woman, it's still that kid in you that longs for that love of him. And what you have to do is something that I had to do, which is I just let it go. And I had to live because you can't live longing for his love. It takes away from the love, all the love that you can pour into yours. And you have to say, you know what? I'm gonna allow him to have that because I ain't really had shit in the first place. So I'm gonna allow him to have that and have his way because I need this extra energy to put into my two. And once you decide to let that go and let him go, you don't have to let him go completely. If he come around, cool. If he don't, cool too. That's everything. The ball is in his court because you've already brought the court to him. So if he don't, then fine. But my thing is your dude. I don't know how. And maybe you do. Maybe you're the one that has to live with it. But I'm definitely on that. How do you come in the house and look me in my eyes every day and say you love me? You love these children, but you're not doing the extra. I'm pretty sure right now, if you wasn't home nursing your child, you'll have a job. But disability and all, and I get that. I receive disability, full disability. That does not stop me from making extra income to wherever I'm gonna be, that it's gonna be okay for me to be there. And I ain't gonna need no other help other than the significant other that I'm with, and we gonna be able to pull this through. It's okay with struggling. It's okay with struggling, but you have to be struggling and knowing that the other person is pulling with you. Because there's no way I can go be in somebody's face and laugh and smile and kiki and bullshit, but my woman is at the house. But my woman is at the house sad because she don't know how the hell we gonna pay the light bill, how we gonna pay the water bill, how we gonna pay the rent. There's no time for laughter. And when you decide that and tell him that, hey, you got to bring more to the table. You want to lay beside me at night? I need you to do more. And another thing, he has to check his sister because there's no way that his sister is that comfortable with bringing a chick that he knows doesn't get along with his woman around. Because I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem cutting nobody off. I'm talking about mama and everything. I don't have a problem with that. Because if you're not beneficial, then that means you're detrimental. If you're not beneficial, then you're detrimental. And I'm not talking about in a monetary way, but if you're not here to uplift me, then you got to be, if you're around me, then that means you're bringing me down. And right now, truthfully, they'll tell you I'm an advocate for men, but I don't see a man with you. I see a child. You have 3 kids. 3. Just one of them hunch on you. That's it. That's it. You got 3 children at your house. One of them you can get rid of. Put his ass in the back. Either you abort him or put his ass up for adoption. But he got to go. He got to go.
But while you
Thank you
got
for
that
your
pause,
input.
I'm going to say I'm not soft. I'm empathetic. I empathize with her because I'm a daughter to a father who's been pretty much that same way. So I understand, and that's how I can say to you to focus on you to make sure you take care of you. And if in your heart and you desire to build whatever you build it. That's the field of dreams.
I just want to give you a hug.
I do too.
Yeah, a group hug.
Let me tell you, I just want to give you a hug.
Extend their hands.
Listen, you know we're getting ready too because we've already met the 2-hour mark and we're at 11 o'clock and we could go on and on. but we're gonna get ready to close out. Ms. Danny, I want to give you the privilege and the first honor of being able to just let people know who you are. If you also, if you're looking for some help, just tell people how they can reach out to you, and if they want to give some financial support, if they want to be able to give you some moral support or point you in different directions the way you are, that can reach out here and help you. Give them your number where they can reach out to you and your name and how to go from there.
Or your
Hi,
email.
yes.
Or your email.
At this time, my email address is Rico2Danny, RICO, the number 2, Danny, DANI, at gmail.com. If anybody wants to contact me, that'd be the best way to contact me is through email. And I'll reach back out to you. We can have a conversation, talk about anything that you want to talk about. I'm always a person to help other people as well, even if I am in need. Even if I do want help or I feel like I need help, I'm willing to help as well. A lot has taken place in my life. I have a lot of issues that have happened, and I'm just thanking God for it all because it made me who I am today. It made me the strong woman that I am today, especially with everything that's going on and everything that's going around. I choose to look at the brighter side of things a lot of times. I'm just thankful that my dad, he didn't put me in a trash can. He didn't put me in a toilet, honey. I'm here. And I'm thankful that I'm here. And therefore, I respect him for doing so. I just say that my dad is tripping because the things that he does, as far as not how he's being a father and the things like that that I feel like he should be, is what I mean by he's tripping is when I look at it, the things that he does, the things that he says, and how he's not there for support and things like that unless he's told to be there, you know, is the kind of thing that kind of eats me up. And it's like what somebody said, I look at how he acts and I make sure that I don't act that way towards my children, that I have now. He is the example on certain things not to do, when it comes to your family, when it comes to your children, you know, and that's how I look at it.
All
But
right.
I appreciate everybody's input, output, however it is they say it, however raw it is, however sincere it is. I thank everybody for their time, and I thank everybody for what they have to
Thank
say
you for
as well.
being with us.
Thank you for
Thank
being with us.
you.
Well,
Thank you.
Juicy, go ahead and let them people know how they can get some of this healing stuff and how to reach out to you to get these. Is it holistic? Holistic?
Holistic.
We could go with that. Lord, and Grease. We didn't do the update last time, so we gonna stick with what you got on the thing. Is it up there? Yeah. So Nicole Gracefully Perseveres is my Facebook page, and the business line is 785-422-6949, or on Instagram at Miss Beautiful, BEUTEAFUL. And it's homeopathic. There is a difference between holistic and homeopathic.
Oh, it's homeopathic.
Yes, homeopathic is all natural. It's holistic is natural, but their natural would be, say, beaver's anal gland is vanilla. Formica is crushed ant venom. So that would be a holistic remedy to healing that I would not use because I don't want anal secretions from a beaver or ant venom as my medicine. I use food as my medicine, herbs. things that are edible, good for you. Even though those are good for you, but just not good for me.
All right. That's Miss Juicy. So let's go to the boss lady on the show, the mean one.
I am
Tiama.
not mean, sir, but you guys can reach me on the ATL show, which is every Tuesday and Friday at 9. You can reach me on Facebook at Tayama Sweetness Copeland. You can reach me on Instagram, which is Tayama01. Pretty much, and at Just In Time Accessories.
All
Hey,
right.
Uncle Tony.
Hey, Ty Ty.
All right, we're gonna move on to the one that make it possible for us to be here, other than God. The one that gave us this platform to be able to help and reach out, and also, correct, if we may, and say, my brother from another mother, my friend, Mr. Anthony Brown. Let the world know how they can reach.
What up? What up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Thank you all for being here. I'm Anthony, and I'm, of course, the Anthony Brown Show. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, as well as YouTube. And I am a YouTuber, an influencer, and a mentor. And as I always say, and I believe wholeheartedly, you got to grind until you shine.
All right, that's our boss. You know, he think he's somebody, boss. But all right, for me, Legacy the Great, I'm before you right now. You can reach out and reach me at Legacy the Great. Facebook, you can meet me on Dream Williams. YouTube, you can reach out to me at Antonio Williams, and my email address is AUNYAWMS121@gmail.com. And if it's very, very important and you want to get something to us ASAP, you can call me at 229-630-7615, and I usually pass out your others' phone numbers like Tiama, Juicy, T Savage, and Tony number, so you can complain to them about anything that you dislike or like on the show. I also want to make sure that we give a shout out to my other sister, T Savage, who is not here today, who definitely would have killed your boyfriend on here tonight. I was light. But T Savage, Instagram is T Savage 1000. On Facebook, you can reach her at Anya Drayton. What it is? Burris. TikTok. Lord, she got a TikTok. TikTok at _Savage100. Burris Sonia at gmail.com, and her number of only importance is 786-525-4691. Before we end, I just want to end this. We appreciate you, Miss Danny, for being here tonight, sharing your story, and we definitely would love to, be able to give you a big ATL hug from around the world. But to our fans and things that's out here, first and foremost, love yourself. Understand that, it's okay with loving unconditional, but you have to first understand that you have to love yourself first unconditionally in order to be able to give unconditional love to someone else. And if those people whom you're giving unconditional love to are not giving it back and are not breaking their back to make sure that y'all are good the same way you are, then that's not unconditional. And their ass should be out of here. ATL, ho.
ATL! They're back!
It's my time again.
Anthony, Tiama, T Savage, Legacy! They're back! They're the best! Let's get it! Season 2!
I'm the best in this shit, that's fact. Y'all, there's only one reason that I came back. I'm here to set the fucking record straight. Okay, I'm the best you ever cast that spell the way. First off, ain't no beef with the spitters in my city. But if it comes with 28, then shit get gritty. I'm shitty. Yeah, I shit on rappers. Either dead on the scene, since you wanna be actors. This the message. I'm talking open hills and places. School little feeling foggy, I be patiently waiting. It seems y'all forgot who really runs the throne. Screaming y'all number one just because I was gone. See, ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Going against me, must be you ready to lose. The game, the street, the zone is took. This the message. Hope it leave you from me rappers. Sure. Yeah. The message. So y'all know. Yeah. The monster is back. And I'm at my spot. ATL, ho.